Walls of mold, layers of mud, extensive water damage. This is the destruction left behind after a water main break sent 400,000 gallons through a Chanhassen family's home. But tonight, that family dealing with a second major blow, the battle over who's going to pay for that damage. Joe McCoy has their story.
A notebook of something.
Allison Kelly is standing in the guest bedroom of her home.
Nancy Drew book.
Seeing what still remains on top of the mud-covered basement floor.
Yeah, it's a little surreal. It's a little surreal.
She has owned this home in Chanhassen with her husband Dan for the past 9 years.
It's better, but I haven't been here for a couple of days.
What happened the morning of August 9th, however, has kicked them out.
I looked out the window on our deck to find just a never-ending stream of water pouring down the hill.
A water main broke roughly 100 feet up the hill from their house. The perimeter of their home turned into a moat. Their basement turned into a swimming pool.
Water was pouring in through every single window, and we couldn't figure out where it was coming from and why is there water rushing into our house.
With the water came the mud that coated everything in their basement.
This was our family room. Pool table, we had lovely built-ins over there with a little game table. You can see the hole where the plywood is, that's the window that failed, and that's where the majority of the actual mud like this came pouring in.
For some perspective, I'm 6'3". The water in the basement was over 5 feet deep, and now all the walls are covered in mold.
This bed was lodged in the wall right here, so it was actually floating.
Their daughter was days away from leaving for her senior year of college.
Her computer, her iPad, her AirPods, her, all of the things. She was starting to buy all of her toiletries, all of that, the towels, every single thing had to be replaced.
A company is in the process of removing everything, including the drywall, from the basement. However, the Kelly's insurance company nor the city of Chanhassen will pay for any of the damage.
This is their equipment that failed. This is their water infrastructure that failed because of no fault of our own or anybody that lives in this neighborhood.
The city says they were not negligent and had no prior knowledge of any defect in the water line. And the Kelly's home insurance policy does not cover surface water runoff.
You have insurance. You pay a lot of money every year thinking that your home is going to be covered in one way or another, and there's nothing. There's nothing there. They find reasons not to help you.
Now, in a statement to KARE 11, the city of Chanhassen said they do not take lightly the impact this has had on the Kellys. The statement goes on to say, quote, "The League of Minnesota Cities Insurance Trust has since conducted an investigation into the cause of the water main break. That investigation determined that the city was not negligent and had no prior knowledge of any defect in the water line. Under state law, cities are only responsible for damages when negligence can be shown, and in this case, the LMC's investigation found that that standard was not met."
Oh my goodness, I cannot imagine. And I see what the city is saying there, but at the same time you would say, but it is your
it's your water line
malfunction that
right.
had nothing to do with us. And to be, as a homeowner, to pay so much money every year for home insurance, and what do they do now? Is there another recourse? Do they go to the Attorney General? What do they do?
They're considering taking legal action and hiring an attorney, but they said they've already had a couple of attorneys turn down the case because of how hard it could be to prove negligence on part of the city. Unfortunately, they've also are thinking of the idea of selling the home for just the land.
Oh, wow.
Sell it to a developer and make some money back, because who knows how much money they would have to throw into this to potentially fix it. And they're worried that there could be foundation issues, that the mold could have spread throughout the house.
Super dangerous.
Like, do you just want to throw money into a money pit or just try to cut your losses? So there is a fundraiser for them. That link to that fundraiser is on our website, but they're in a really tough situation.
Oh my gosh, that goes out to them. Thank you, Joe.